Today, we have the mammoth task of giving you a complete ship tour in one day. Now you're probably thinking, that doesn't sound like a challenge, Stephen. It is a challenge when we're sailing on the world's largest cruise ship, the Icon of the Seas. Hey, we're Stephen, Jess, Hunter, and baby Koa, a traveling family from Australia who are just finishing up a 3-part series aboard this floating city. We're here to show you everything. There's more food than you can possibly imagine, like having hibachi at Azumi's in Central Park, or you can come to Sorrento's for all-day pizza, a burger from Surfside Eats, unlimited all-day ice cream from Sprinkles. You can even come to El Loco Fresh for everything Mexican. So if you want to see every corner of this incredible getaway experience, stick around and climb aboard for our complete tour of the Icon of the Sea. So epic! You know what, let's start this ship tour with something as boring as elevators. Here we are. Royal has completely changed the elevators here on the Icon of the Seas. So rather than operating it inside, you have a destination elevator. So before you even get in, you tap where you want to go. It's gonna let you know a letter. So there's 10 elevators to help with the flow. And using an algorithm, it's gonna work out that this elevator is the best for you to stop congestion. I have to admit, I'm on day 6 on the cruise, and it's still odd walking into an elevator and not pushing where you need to go, but I think it works. I think we've been able to quickly get where we need to go, so thumbs up on something as boring as elevators. Also, if you're lucky, you might have an elevator with a little surprise inside it.
We gotta make the world dance. Don't forget the wash hands.
The best thing about coming to Windjammer, they do not pay this guy enough, Mr. Washy Washy.
But I love you still. I need you. I need you to be clean and healthy.
There's quite a few spots around the ship where you can get breakfast. You can have a 3-course breakfast in the dining hall if you want. But being a family, every morning we decide to start at Windjammers, which is the gigantic buffet that's open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's just so easy to grab a plate for everyone. There's so much variety, from fruits to bread inside bread bowls to like fresh sour cream, salmon, bagels, and everything else in between, from a grill, omelette station, there's coffee. It's just so easy, especially when we have like a port excursion we need to get to in the morning. You just run up here and at least shovel something into your mouth before leaving. Plus, pretty beautiful views of the sea. If you guys are wondering why Jess hasn't said hi yet.
Hi! Oh no! Hi! I've lost my voice and I don't know why.
We know why, it's dueling pianos. I'm gonna try to chat to you guys as much as possible while Jess tries to rest that voice. Every day they rotate between blueberry, banana, and chocolate chip. Hunter, I have an important question. Is today blueberry, banana, or chocolate chip pancakes? Chocolate chip pancakes. So, welcome to the Royal Promenade. I thought I'd start it here because this is essentially where everybody's cruise starts. It covers 2 decks. You're gonna have multiple dining, quick service, bars, shops, practically everything you need here. They started here is so that you can start your cruise with a wow. Let me show you where. Look at this. This is the Pearl, I don't even know what you want to call it, an interactive art piece. It is alive. There are colors going, music inside here. As you can see, it's just moving and breathing. And another great thing is it lets in so much light, because if you go, and you will, follow the Pearl to the top, you get to the Pearl Cafe. So once you've made your way to the 2nd floor of the Royal Promenade through the Pearl, you're actually going to be greeted to pretty much floor to ceiling windows in front of the Pearl Cafe. Let's go grab a coffee. So we're doing this tour of the ship on day 6 after we've got a better feel for ourselves, and the one place I always find is the busiest at around 7 in the morning is Pearl Cafe, because not only do you get your included drip American style coffee, but they also do cappuccinos, lattes here. Plus there's plenty of included quick service bites. You can get some fruit, you can get some breakfast, you can get snacks. And also at night, we've been getting our late night cookies on the walk back up to our room. But the reason I love this spot, because we're always looking for good spots for a nice place to have a coffee, is these incredible floor to ceiling windows, because the main thing about the icon is color and brightness. And if you combine those windows with the pearl, it just bounces off and lights up the Royal Promenade, and it just feels so much more natural, like you don't feel like you're on a cruise ship. Speaking of letting light in, if you look up in a couple of spaces, you're gonna see skylights in the roof that lead up to Central Park. Lets in so much light when you're down here. Alrighty, we're gonna come back to the Royal Promenade to give you guys a full tour of that, but I wanna show you my next favorite spot, sunrise and especially for sunset. But we gotta go right to the front of this massive ship. Welcome to the Aquadome. If you've seen any photos, especially aerial photos of the icon, is that gigantic dome right at the front. This is one of my favorite spots for sunset and sunrise. You're probably thinking this is all enclosed, Stephen. Where is the good sunrise sunset spot? That's because the Aquadome houses so many things. A shop, a specialty dining, probably the best show on the entire ship, Aqua Action, which we saw on our very first night. They had the Aquadome market for quick service food, a cafe and a bar. Let's show you what's behind the stage. That's where the beauty is. So I absolutely love chilling here in the overlook. It's generally a pretty quiet place in the morning. People are getting coffees, speaking to loved ones, doing work, because there is charging stations just about everywhere. They have these oddly shaped pods. It feels alive, almost like you're in Pandora. In Avatar, there's so much greenery in here, and of course, wow, this is like floor to pass ceiling windows. It just goes up, 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 and curves around. It's absolutely stunning. Some of the best places to just sit down, relax, and watch the sea go by, especially when you're at a sea day. So we are actually booked at the front of the ship, and we'll talk about later about where we think you guys should book your cabins. We generally have to walk to the back of the ship every single day, and we always love coming through Central Park. This is one of our favorite neighborhoods. As you can see, there are these cast iron gates welcome you into the park as if you're walking through a real park. And speaking of real park, this is one. All of these trees had been imported in, all real. They're watered daily to keep alive. They also have sounds of birds going. So when you're pretty much walking around the park, you just feel at peace, and you honestly, I know I've said this so many times, like, you just don't feel like you're on a cruise ship. So the only specialty restaurant that we've done on this entire ship is one of our favorites. It's Izumi. It's hibachi. We did it on our very first night of the cruise. Absolutely love it. Every single time we do it, highly recommend it. But it's beautiful that they've moved it into Central Park, because not only can you go in for like the big hibachi meal, but they do have a little window where you can get grab and go sushi at an additional charge. So you can just grab some here, sit down at the park. And then across from Izumi, you have another specialty dining. Never done it before, but they have Chops Grill. Also, if you aren't too afraid of heights, you can actually look through one of the skylights which looks straight down into Royal Promenade. I can see Sorrento's from up here. If you're wanting to grab a drink here in Central Park, there is a couple of spots. One is Trellis Bar, which is a full service bar, but we actually found one of our favorites is just down here, and it's just this small little hole in the wall. This is it just here, a little green pavilion. It's called Bubbles. It's a champagne bar. You can just grab something, go, keep walking. Central Park is quite a big flow to get people from one side to the other. We can just stop and enjoy it. We had it a few nights ago, and honestly, it's one of our favorite kind of quick bars that you have on the ship. So it is open all day, but I like to come here in the morning. This is Park Cafes. This is a quick service. There are bagels, fruit, whatever you want. I like coming in here for a quick breakfast snack. If I'm in a rush, you can just grab like a cream cheese bagel. They can load it up for you. But one thing I wish they had, they just have American style drip coffee, and it would be so nice if they did cappuccinos or lattes up here. To do that, you need to walk downstairs to either Starbucks or the Pearl Cafe and then haul your coffee up. So almost perfect, but as you can see, this is just so relaxing. There are so many hidden chairs around Central Park, so you can almost have a private, just at peace, grab a coffee, read a book, just relax moment. And then as we make our way towards the end of Central Park, we have 2 more spots. There is a jazz bar called Lou's. This is brand new on the ship. I honestly have not been in there. I at least need to pop my head into, and then take it what you will. Maybe I'm in the complete wrong tax bracket. I don't know. Whenever there is a fine watch store, if that's for you, go and enjoy it. Didn't realize there was a theme song for the island. Hunter Jane, can I ask you a question? What is your favorite spot in the entire ship?
Surfside.
Surfside?
Yeah.
Should we go there now?
Yeah, that way.
And the best way to get into Surfside is down the big pink slide. So there's definitely some hits and misses here on the icon, but one thing they have just smacked it out of the ballpark is Surfside, especially because we're a very young family with small kids. This place, I kid you not, we've spent almost our entirety of the cruise here. The whole concept is that this is where families should hang out. They have the kids pool here, they have a water park here, they have the baby pool here, and everything else that is fun, from the carousel to a sprinkles, which is your unlimited ice cream, to the arcade.
I got a golden one. I got a golden stuff.
It's so colorful, it is so bright. Like just above me is a pink flamingo with green glasses on. They've done it so well here. The whole concept is that you can hang out here for the entire day. It's the reason why we love, for example, Disney cruises so much, is because you can walk around and something's always going on. Royal has done that with this area. Hunter is constantly getting her face painted every day. There's Admiral Awesome, who's doing magician shows, bedtime stories. There's balloon animals going as well. You walk around and there's something keeping you in this neighborhood, which we absolutely love. They also have Surfside Eatery, which is a quick service buffet. You can come and grab in food you would want to grab when you're having a ball day. Fish fingers, chips, pizza, fruit, more ice cream. They just want you to eat so much food. Or even potato salad, like you're at a barbecue. Plus, everything is fun. You can sit at a gigantic surfboard if you want. And then finally, they have a specialty restaurant here called Pier 7. So you do have to pay extra for it. I'm being completely honest with you guys. We've been here almost a week, and I could probably count on my left hand how many people I've seen eat here, because why pay for it when there's literally included Surfside Bites, Surfside Eatery. But of course, if you get a dining package and you want to stay eat there, please do let us know what it is like. I wouldn't say I'm an art and sculpture connoisseur, but I appreciate when it's around. Around the entire ship, there's just art pieces everywhere. This one especially made me double up. It's just so bright, colorful, all for kids. Alrighty, apologize for the loud noise, but I've come out to the Hideaway, which is a brand new adults-only section. It's a Las Vegas pool rooftop party up here, and I've come here for sunset because this is an at-sea infinity pool. Look at that, right at the edge of the icon. Oh, so epic. So we've now headed into Absolute Zero. As you can see, it is an ice skating rink. They do 2 different types of shows. We're going to see our first one. It's kind of like a bedtime story, or more of fables ice skating show. They also do ice skating, where you can come and have some fun on select days of your week. Also, it is noon. Please let us know below how you think we'll go on this ship tour with the time we have today.
Images.
Cinderella.
Yeah.
Cinderella!
That's right, Cinderella and a handsome...
And then they have Adventure Ocean Club, so they break it up from 0 to 2-year-olds, so that's where baby Koa goes in, so we kind of pop him in there just for the nighttime shows. Otherwise, he's with us pretty much all the time. And then Hunter goes from 3 years old and up, and it's kind of like Kids Club. She absolutely loves it. And then we have the Royal Theatre here. It's going to be the biggest productions. We had a magician, we had an a cappella group. They kind of saved the best for last, a full Broadway West End production of The Wizard of Oz. It was next level. I think this is one of the best theater shows Royal has ever done. The entire family loved it. The production, the songs, the color, and just the interactivity around the entire theater was next level. Totally worth seeing it. silent review of Wizard of Oz?
Amazing. My voice is actually coming back a little bit. Happy about that. But after Wizard of Oz, the dueling pianos is back on, and I'm probably going to lose my voice again from singing all night.
And probably the thing the designers of the ship totally underestimated is how popular dueling pianos is. This is probably the most popular thing we've come to. Look, it is spilt out into Royal Promenade, requests only. So you pop requests in, they play it live. It's incredible, and you can see why. Like, I don't think we're going to get a seat. So, welcome to the dining hall. This covers 3 levels on the ship. Of course, this is where you would come for your main dining. I totally get the appeal of main dining. We generally, with smaller kids, it can be a lot to do like a 2-hour sit down. So we come here once generally through the week, and then we go and use a lot of the quick service. So if you can come enjoy, come check it out at least for one night. But this is where you can come, and you can even come in here for breakfast. Like, I'm filming this in breakfast, and you can do a sit down breakfast. Or of course, you come for your dining at night. And of course, you can't have a ship without a fully decked out casino. Walking straight out of the casino, you're going to come onto the music hall. It covers deck 3 and deck 4. We did a silent disco night here. They do live bands. As you can see, it's a full band on stage. Just another cool music venue. I kind of like this one because it covers the 2 floors, so you can get a view up here, you can have a more private booth, or you can be down there on the dance floor. You know what? All respect to anyone that goes to the fitness center when you're on your cruise. But one cool thing, so they have a full fitness center. The only reason I know that is because that's where our muster station is. But what I'm currently walking on is a jogging track. It goes all around the ship. If you do 2 laps of the ship, it's 1.5 kilometers. So it's pretty unobstructed. Like, you can essentially just run through and you're sorted. Like, that's it going down the ship. So if you like going for your morning runs, you're sorted. So they've actually got 3 merch shops that are specific to Royal Caribbean on this ship. First one you're going to see in Royal Promenade. The second one is actually on the way towards the Playmaker's bar. Now, this is where you can get some hoodies, some jumpers, some hats if you like. You know, we understand when we're on cruises with other companies, we like to rep the merch. So if you're a big Royal fan, you're going to find. So this has got to be one of the most genius placements of a bar. This is Playmaker Sports Bar, which generally we're not crazy into sport, but I understand the appeal of this. They've placed this right below Surfside, so the kids can literally just be upstairs. Whoever wants to watch the game is just below it, very quick access. But on top of that, of course, you have, I don't know, 2 or 3 dozen TVs playing different sports. But on top of that, they also have foosball, ice hockey, they have Donkey Kong, Mario Kart, they have basketball, everything else in here. So if you wanted the kids to be a little bit closer, or if you're wanting to just play some yourself while you're watching the game, they can pretty much keep just about everybody occupied in here if you're really desperate to watch a game. So behind me are 2 rooms that I actually can't show off to you guys. One is the Crown Lounge, so you've got to be quite high status in Royal Caribbean, depending on how many days you've booked on ship. And the other one is the only slight small downside about booking during the inaugural season. One of the very high positives is that Royal will, speaking to the staff, ramp up how many passengers. So at the moment, I think it can be about just over 7,000 passengers can come on board. They've only limited it to 5,000. The next week, they'll let a little more in, so this would probably be the emptiest you can go on a ship. If you really are wanting to go on a new ship, definitely a good time. But also the other one is the escape room. It is not open, sadly. Even when we went on the Wonder during inaugural season, it wasn't open either. That's fine. I'm happy to have the less crowds if it means I can't do an escape room. But if you guys ever do this in the future and you do the escape room, it looked like there were 2 rooms in there. I had a little poke in there. Please let me know what it's like. Oh yeah, that thing is fully still under construction. So one other thing, would love to show you guys off, but this is the Empire Supper Club. This is probably the most exclusive and most expensive dining experience you can do on the Icon. About $200 a person and a 5-course, very intimate. I can show you a photo of what it looks like. It's currently locked off. I can't even walk inside there. And there's a little live band that you sit down as you eat your meal. If anyone does it, please let us know. But this is it here. It's kind of hidden away. Almost like a little bit of a speakeasy. Like, there isn't really much signage besides the ones that they have to put on there. And then this little plaque on the floor. you could walk past here and not even know what it is. One quick tip that we've learned on where you book your cabin. So we actually booked at the front of the ship. I think just in your head you think, book at the front of the ship. You know, that's where first class is when you're on a plane. But we have absolutely found that being at the front of the ship, there's nothing here that you use on a daily basis. So we find we are always walking down to Surfside, walking down to Windjammers, which is on the other side of the ship. So book back of the ship, or if you are gonna do in the center of the ship, book your rooms like placed towards the back. That's our best tip. We found things where we need to grab something from our room and it's like 20 to 30 minutes like turnaround just to get back and forth. So that's something we learned. Alrighty everybody, what you've been waiting for, welcome to Thrill Island. There is just so much stuff to go on here, but the best and the biggest thing has to be the Category 6 water park. There are 6 world record breaking slides on this, and they are just so much fun. So the slides are broken up into 2 sections. The first section I'm in, there are 2 water raft slides. You can have 3 and up to 4 people on there. So if you're a family, so much fun getting everybody in together. And then the second tower is where you're gonna get some really fun ones. Got a drop. They put you into a cage. They lock the doors, and then the floor gives way. It is seriously so fun. And then they've got dueling racer slides. I've heard the left one is a little more quicker, but that's just a little tip for you guys. And it's just completely in the dark. I haven't done it yet. It's actually crazy. You sometimes get used to seeing it here on the ship, but it's crazy that they fit 6 record-breaking slides on this ship. Just the walk up gets the nerves going. Not only is it because you're out of breath from being scared, but out of breath from the buffet as well. But the view's spectacular from up here. And then a Royal Caribbean Classic flow rider. You can do bodyboarding, you can do surfing on here, but honestly, we suck so bad at it. It's just laughs the entire time watching us do this. They also have Adrenaline Peak, which is mountain climbing. You can pretty much come here, you can race each other, they have competitions on, or you can just see how high you can climb. And then they have Crown's Edge, which when I first saw them announce the icon, I was like, that is so incredible. You pretty much do a obstacle course and you walk over the edge of the ship and you're looking down. You are 16 decks high. We did it a few days ago. We did have an absolute blast. Like, you will enjoy yourself. I just found the pricing was a little bit expensive for essentially less than 5 minutes up there. But you want to try something different, give it a shot. So if Thrill Island's a bit too much for you and you've booked your vacation because you want to relax, welcome to the neighborhood of Chill Island. So this takes up pretty much the middle, the center part of the cruise. And you've got a pool here, you've got a few whirlpools. To be honest, I feel like they needed another pool on that side because this is our least used neighborhood. It's done really well, I just think it gets insanely packed here. This is the only reason I have this hot tub to myself right now is because we're at Coco Cay. Everybody's off on the island. I was like, this is the perfect time to come show it off to you guys. The whirlpools are nice and hot. You have beautiful views. You even have these cool ones that are set up in almost pods like flowers. If you want to just sunbathe, you just want to relax, come to Chill Island. I think my favorite type of pools are the ones where it's just a small plunge pool, you can grab a drink, and especially when it's parked up right against the view. This is the best way to spend your sea day, especially if you're just cruising down, the sun is out, and you're in pure relaxation mode. One place which is always fun is a swim bar. They have the swim and tonic just here at the entrance to Chill Island. It honestly is going to catch a lot of people off. You're going to walk in here and be like, yes, this is where I want to spend my day. There are plenty of like seats, like I'm just currently sitting down, little tables for you to put your drink on and you can just relax. Plus the live music is just around the corner so you can just enjoy and hang out with everybody.
Welcome to Perfect Day at Coco Cay.
This is Royal's private island. I think a few of the cruise liners own some islands here in the Bahamas. We just come out here and it's all about like pure relaxation.
It's incredible. We've done the one at Disney, but that one is small compared to this place. And this place is huge. There are so many beaches, so many pools, and it's our last official day. So you want to just relax and take it all in.
Huh? Alrighty, after a day at the beach, you just want to grab barbecue beach food. We have tacos here, we have, I think like a portobello mozzarella sandwich look great, salads. You can either grab a taco or you can grab a hot dog. It's so bad. Gone for a burger. I realized just enjoying this last full day of food. We have to hop off tomorrow.
Look at this taco moment. There's like a big taco station. Oh, this is to put in my little tacos. I feel like Royal Caribbean does tacos the best.
Alright, I'm gonna give you guys the quickest, absolute quickest tour. We have about 2 hours till we leave of Coco Cay as much as I can see, because we are back in December. We'll show you some more, us having more fun. But this is Oasis Lagoon. There is a swim-up bar. It's a humongous pool, plenty of deck chairs. You can just relax. It looks great. They have Splashaway Bay, a full kids water park, and then what you simply cannot miss, it is the centerpiece of the entire island. It is Thrill Water Park. They have the highest water slide in North America. Thrill Park is an additional charge, so we're skipping it this time because we have so much fun on the Icon, but maybe in December we'll check that out. So we've been at Breezy Bay pretty much the entire day. It's been so relaxing. We've actually decided to get some beds just because of Koa. He has shade, he has a big area to just relax. He's slept, he's walked around, he's enjoyed it. They've given us these little floaty mats, a cooler box so we can put drinks in there. They've given us some water, like plenty of stuff to do. So if you are looking for a family and you want to make sure you have a spot for the kids, I'd recommend checking it out. I mean, there is plenty of seats with shade on the island. Even with 2 massive cruise ships in here, you will find space, but we've actually really enjoyed it.
Yes, Carl, look at him go. Yay, you did it.
So we decided to check out a brand new section here. It's called South Beach, and one of the coolest things they have here, they've got a floating bar that you could swim up to. Okay, I was expecting the Bahamas water to be a bit warmer, but woo, refreshing. This Coco Cay is humongous. I feel like we're not gonna see much of it. It's like a multiple visit place.
So for dinners every night, you can either come to the main dining, that's what we've done tonight because it is our last night, but you can also go to a bunch of specialty dinings. So you basically get a menu and you can choose anything you want. It's all included in the price. And tonight seems to be a Greek night. So we've gone for tapas, we've got Greek salad, some tzatziki, some hummus. For our main, I went for moussaka. I didn't see any Greek dessert though.
And sadly, our time aboard the world's largest cruise ship has sadly come to an end. We just want to thank our friends for coming out and enjoying this week with us. And of course, to you guys for all your support. We will see you next week with a brand new series.